Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lost Belt 3 Prologue. What's up, Tempest? What's up, Arius? What is up, Super Saiyan, Max Caliber, Kiriyama? How's everyone doing?
And us chilling was so nice while it lasted, and now it's time for
Time to put in that work, Drew.
Yeah.
Earn that paycheck.
Yeah, exactly. Word.
We have works to do. I don't think the prologue is that long, so we'll probably I give the over under at 2 hours. I think we'll finish within 2 hours, and then we'll do some JP event.
Okay.
What's up, B-More?
Yo. Excuse me. Everyone won't be here because I'm out of friends. All right. Enjoy.
Later. Thanks for stopping by.
Have
a good time. Trying to get my throat lubed.
I think I'll start. I'm trying to be positive. I'll do narration.
Go for it.
You see how I'm being nice, guys? Let's watch. How long has it been since I left the colony of survivors? I managed to keep a log for the first 30 days, but now it just feels like I've lost the ability to keep track of time. In my defense, it's hard to count the days where we don't have nights anymore. It all blurs together. I still have no idea how things got to this point. What I can say for sure is that somehow the sun is shining on every corner of the world at once. With everything bleached white as far as the eye can see, you get numb to time as well as distance. My food and my water are starting to run out. Once they do, that'll be it for me. At least my old motorcycle is still purring like a kitten. I never expected this solar generator to work this well or for this long. It proved you can ride an old motorcycle from Australia to North America as long as you have a surface to ride on and a solid engine.
I mean, I guess so.
Yeah, I guess.
You can ride anywhere as long as you have a solid surface.
Weird flex, but alright. All I drive over seems to be an endless white wasteland. No. Maybe wasteland isn't the right word. It's more like pavement without so much as a single crack or seam to be seen. It's nothing like a desert either. There's just nothing here. I don't even get that natural sort of austerity wastelands give off.
Ooh, look at us flexing our vocabulary.
Yeah, I went in with the SAT head ass. Anyways, it's not so much that it seems that life's died out. Okay, I had a troll brain fart. Let me try that again. It's not so much that it seems like life's died out as that it never existed to begin with. Nina! Hey!
Nina, what up? Also, hey, Zeke.
Case in point, I've not seen a single sign of death or decay this whole time.
What's up, Salamander?
Not a single corpse. No plants, no animals, no insects, not so much as a microbe. This isn't a dead world, it's an empty one. There's nothing. Not even bacteria to make food spoil. It feels clean. Too clean.
Thanks for the bits in the house.
Okay, girl. Okay, you know what? I don't hear it, so I'm gonna talk to it. Never mind that last bit. I must be more tired than I thought. I'm getting overly insensitive. I can see a natural shape just up ahead. Probably more remnants. I think I'll rest there today. Maybe there'll even be some food left if I'm lucky.
Dead.
Remnants, in this case, are areas that are somehow escaped the reset. Or, well, more places that remained in part despite being reset. The colony I left behind was situated in one such remnant. If any satellites were still intact, we might have even been able to find and connect with other survivors. Not that it would have made us any less powerful to fix all this. After all, if that tree were to attack again, humanity would be well and truly gone.
I feel like we've done this scene before. Didn't we do a scene where there was?
I've seen all.
It was like
before.
but it was like Mosh instead. I think it was like Mosh and Guriko. Same location, yeah.
Survivors, 0. Signs of people having been here, 1. A single message. No food, sadly, but any port in a storm. Besides, just seeing artifacts of civilization like this again does wonders for my morale, even if it's gutted ruins from a brutal invasion.
I don't think you guys can see my pants. It's just white shorts, but they're like super
Hi guys.
short.
Hello. I shrug my shoulders as I sit down on what used to be a sofa. The shrug is just a desperate ploy to convince myself I'm calm, but strangely, it still helped. I feel like the only message here to be found. It is essentially the same as all the others out there. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Or is he just saying it? You think he's saying it or another voice is saying it?
I think another voice is saying it, so I in quotes.
Okay. Run away! Run away! Run away! It hurts! It hurts! It hurts! Why? 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 Tell me that is human nature. No, no, no. Help me, help me, help me. Please, forgive me. There it is again. Why? Why were these people attacked? Why were they erased? I did my best to recall that day calmly and objectively. The year when Earth fell to invaders from another world.
Oh, that was the end of the prologue, guys. Thanks for stopping by.
I was so happy. To be told, we had time to prepare. Maybe it was only 12 hours, but it was still time we could have used. On that New Year's Eve, we lost every satellite around the world in an instant. In consequence, we were not able to observe a single cosmic ray, even as the whole world was reduced to a blank, dusk-gray sphere. I know now that it was a membrane in the sky, a dome of sorts made out of the trees' branches that were placed over the entire world. But we weren't exactly in a position to sit down and take stock of what happened that day, not with all the crazy things going on.
Thank you for the donation, Saber. Cheers.
Oh my god, it is Sloane's birthday!
Oh, happy birthday, Sloane!
Right, it's the 21st. I wish her happy birthday.
Same. I'm cuddling this just for your exhaustion burn.
12 hours later, Armageddon. A total slaughter. A massacre on an unimaginable scale. Uncountable. Tree things descended on the earth. So many tentacles from space.
Like where this is going.
They crawled across the world, finding exterminating all forms of life with unerring accuracy and unnerving tenacity, killing almost every human on the planet over the course of 3 months. After that, the trees just disappeared, returning to the sky, leaving behind a blank, desolate world. Hey, Oni does not know what that means. I was gonna see you guys later.
Yeah.
If you remind me.
It's a conversation starter.
Right? Even now, thinking about it makes me tremble. Tremble?
Mm-hmm.
Not at the revelation that aliens really did exist. Not even the realization that our world, our civilization, had been erased and would never return. No. What scared What scared me was those trees' tenacity, the way they extended their branches to destroy a person's heart with a single stab. Upon their death, people would instantly turn to dust, their agonizing screams still echoing around them.
Man, they're getting killed by a tree.
I mean, that one movie by M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh no, this is just a sequel to The Happening.
Happening. The trees are more aggressive.
Yeah.
There were no exceptions.
Oh.
Sorry. Even though these aliens possessed weapons of mass destruction were large enough to blow out the sky, they chose not to use them. Instead, they went on their way to erase billions upon billions, one at a time. Billions of people. They were like some kind of twisted artisan burning with perverse passion for their craft. Those of us who did survive, like myself, only managed to do so by being in hidden underground facilities at the time.
I feel like a lot of people could have survived if that's all that was required.
Dizziness starts to overwhelm me. Maybe I've been under a bit more strain than I realized. I'll just rest up here for today. Tomorrow, I'll set back off on my journey of wishful thinking. I may not have much food left, but assuming I've stayed on track, I should be at my destination soon. It's the last place any of our satellites caught on camera. The only place in this whole world that hasn't been wiped clean. An area in southern Nevada. Oh my god.
Yes.
I knew it, I knew it!
Ah, yes. So
That's
cheesy.
right. I'm right. My destination is the Air Force Base known as Area 51.
This feels like a B movie.
Sign, David Blue Book.
David
All right,
Blue Balls.
I mean, we're all
Oh man, I thought Prologue was great. I was like, what? That was fast. Thank you, Drew, for volunteering to read the narration.
Okay, but if he keeps going, it's your turn.
Yeah. Incel Doomer, what's up?
Because that already was like how many minutes?
Yeah, not even that long. It was only like 10 minutes.
Just 10 minutes of reading straight.
Yeah, we got this. And chat, for the people who did ask what I'm drinking, I am drinking a Club Tales Bahama Mama, aka Thought Juice. Because I was too lazy to make a drink.
And I am doing a tried yet true fruit punch with vodka.
Oh, that sounds good too. I have Coco Rico in the refrigerator, and I'm like, should I mix Coco Rico and coconut vodka? Or is that just a bad idea?
Wait, what's cocoa? Is that the coconut water?
It's the coconut soda.
Oh,
Like on one hand, it might be too much coconut. I don't know. Maybe I'll get drunk enough to experiment. Yeah, way too much coconut. My turn. Did we drive into a whole other world when we wasn't looking? It was nothing but clear skies as far as the eye could see just a moment ago. Oh no, I've got an announcement of my own. I estimate the border has about an hour until it sinks. Yeah, just one problem. There's no land to get back to. We're smack in the middle of the North Sea.
Da Vinci, we can still initiate a zero sail here. Surely that must be preferable to sinking to our death.
Oh, we can't. The formulas won't be stable enough on water. We'd have to rewrite the software from scratch.
Hang on. We're getting a call. Go ahead and open up a line, Mr. Mounier. And hurry! Da Vinci's no use to us right now.
Shade. Right! I'm on it! CQ, this is Wandering Seas Dock. Do you read me? That vessel, that would be Caldia's ship, right? No, wait. Not a ship. Oh, I see a tank. Rational, yes, very rational. Ship is unnecessary for zero sail, but I say you have no sense for design. Might be as well as a large metal coffin. Nothing charming there at all. Be honest, you would never have made it back without my paper moon, would you? Still, a fine job making it all the way here. Everything is proceeding within my calculations. It's coming from the Wandering Sea, but where? Where? Right in front of you. Hang on, let me clear the fog. It should be easier to see. Proceed on your current course, although you may want to reduce your speed and be sure to give thanks. Alright, this will be the first time in over 2,000 years that this island has revealed itself on a day other than December 31st. Is that Sion? Oh, well. Listen, I'll fix my voice when she reveals herself. She's using a voice changer right now. Welcome to the Primordial Magecraft Workshop, the Boldanders of the Wanderings. Oh yeah, Boldanders. My name is Sion Eltnam Sicarius.
Okay.
What would her fucking voice be, though? I am a Spiritron hacker who escaped to the Wandering Sea when I predicted the world was about to end. I have been waiting for you. Being the Atlas Institute's last remaining member, the Wandering Sea higher-ups have entrusted me with the project of writing the Bleached Earth problem. Make Sion voice Sion.
Okay.
Okay, I know it was just a minute ago, but... Foo! Well, we follow the directions that bizarre transmission gave us right to this lump of rock. Now can you tell me what this is all about, Da Vinci? I'm glad the border isn't bobbing around like a damn cork, but have we been sinking these last few minutes or haven't we? I have the same question. It seemed to me like the border sank under water before it emerged to the surface. Don't look at me, I didn't do anything. Once we got to the rocks, it felt like the currents carried the border the rest of the way. It looks like it tried to steer us, but the currents were just much too strong. The border sank about 40 meters, and then popped up a good 30. I think we must have gotten into the Wandering Sea from underneath, since I didn't exactly see a front door.
Perhaps that is how they go about docking ships here, or how they keep ordinary ships away.
That sounds about right to me. I just wish you'd given us a little heads up. Does that mean we're at the Wandering Sea's docks?
That would appear to be the logical conclusion. The issue at hand, however, is...
Hey, what up, Sarku? Are we sure this is the Wandering Sea? And how do we know it's safe outside? Manoir, fire up every sensor we've got. I want to know everything that's going on outside the border. Roger, but I've already been doing that. Not picking up anything at all. Not a damn thing. By the way, chat, if you guys can think of a voice for Sion, make suggestions. Testing. Can you hear me over there? Until then, she's getting my generic girl voice. I'm afraid of the Wandering Sea cannot be observed by any means created by or relying upon science. Not even partially. I would give up on trying to see what is going on outside that hunk of metal you have been riding around in. None of your sensors will see anything here. Besides, danger is a no-no here, and there's a no way there would be anything wrong with my calculations. Right now, this is the most peaceful, happiest, scariest island in the whole world. How can it be peaceful and scary? At any rate, come on out, visitors. I did not open my darling secret base today just so you could hole up in that big metal box of yours. Well, what should we do now, everyone? Since our sensors are blind, someone's gonna have to take one for the team and poke their head outside. I nominate Holmes! Agreed. You can always use your brownie-chew thing if it gets dicey.
Unfortunately, I'm afraid I can't use Baritsu just yet. At this point, I dare say you could outfight me, Director.
Good point. Holmes is going to need more time to recover from the injury he suffered in Scandinavia. So, then, as the only combat-ready servant here, I should be the one to... Let's go say hi together, Mosh. Right, I was just thinking the same thing, Master Senpai. Foo-foo! Oh well, then I'm coming too. I'm way too curious to just stay on the border. A friend or foe, the Wandering Sea, is still a mystic among mystics. And no way would I pass up the chance to check out the place that still has the mystics from the Age of the Gods. You're better off not getting mixed up with this places if you ask me. They even say the clock tower's an inhospitable hell where you get caught, where you get right down to it. Rah! I see you plebs know your place, in your own way. You're quite right, Manoir. One should never move past one station to peer into the secrets of magecraft, or organizations that keep them. The moment you do, you'll be shocked by how vastly they overpower you, that you may find yourself bedridden and half-mad for a month. Rah, it's all risk and no reward. Curiosity isn't what killed the cat, it was fear. However, as we humans are not cats, it is possible to overcome these fears, much like I did. Mosh Curiolite, Soberoni. I hereby authorize the two of you to investigate whatever lies outside. Once you're certain that there's no danger, call for me right away. And try to stick close to the border, would you? You should be no more than a 5-second sprint from here at the most. Roger! I'm not doing a Sion voice for Sion. That's... I don't think I can do a Sion voice. Alright, I'm going to open the port hatch now. Are you ready, Master Senpai? All set here. I've got your backs. I may not be used in a fight, but I can make it damn sure nothing gets by my defenses. Thank you, Da Vinci. Opening the hatch now. California girls got one.
Yeah. Simon Saber, stop suggesting Sion. That's like, what?
Kelly McEnany. That's too specific.
Who is that?
One of Trump's people. It's Ben Shapiro. I can't do it. I'm already doing that voice for Minua. It's incredible. Wow, this place is amazing. Oh, look, Amash. Look, Sobroni. This is like a top-shelf secret base and stuff. It's like a picture book come to life. Whoever designed this must have been such a dummy. Thanks for the kind words, Lisa Simpson. I can't do a Lisa Simpson voice. Thanks for the kind words. I must be doing pretty well if the great Leonardo da Vinci, famous genius and notorious problem child, would speak like that about me. Wait, is that really Da Vinci? Isn't she a little off? Too girly? A little too high spec? Hey, you there, Master Soroni. Is that girl really and truly Leonardo da Vinci? I sure am. I'm a Da Vinci backup unit made by the one and only Leonardo da Vinci herself. What about you? Are you the girl who contacted us? Right, I was surprised by Girl Vinci here. Girl Vinci, nice. But I forgot my manners. Cut and take two. I am Sion Eltnim Socaris, an alchemist here to mess with you guys on behalf of the Atlas Institute. Oh, I also made Transmigristus and the paper moon you were manhandling just a few minutes ago. So I'm here to collect damages you owe me for copyright infringement. It totals to about $790 million. So, yeah, you guys are boned. Whatever human rights you think you had are gone. Do you know what this means, Soroni? It means I own you. Lock, stock, and barrel, baby. Xian Dojin's Wen. So mind just signing this contract here for me? I hereby confess to using Miss Xian's intellectual property without express permission. I also absolutely saw the end of humanity and such. Therefore, until repayment of said aforementioned unrepayable debt, I, Soberoni, do hereby offer up the following. My body, my soul, and each and every one of my worldly possessions, past, present, and future, throughout the universe, to Xian. Sion is YouTube. Fuck, if only I could do a YouTube voice. There you go. Mine just signing here, 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 and here. Initial there too. Say, mine being modded? She is fucking... she is YouTube.
Yikes.
Are you into mecha? Bioengineering? A mixture of both? Ah, what the heck. We can just throw them all in. Don't worry. It won't hurt at all. Wait! What? Nani? Just kidding. You do not owe me anything. I was only messing with you. Besides, I was using old Zimbabwean dollar values, so you could totally have paid it back anyway.
Wow.
Random pot shot at Zimbabwe! Woo, woo. Sorry, I might have gotten a little carried away there. You have to forgive me. I've never actually done this before. I know I sort of struck first, so to speak, when I contacted you earlier. So I was being all formal to try and put you at ease. Late Gamer, thank you for the bits. Cheers.
Thank you.
I'm pretty maybe this exists in JP. I don't know how localized the jokes are, but I can see this kind of humor exists in Fate. But as you can see, I'm not really like that. Just your everyday mild-mannered alchemist here. Late Gamer with more bits. Thank you, much appreciated. Cheers. That makes sense. You spoke so fast I didn't even realize it right away. There's no way anyone from the Atlas Institute would be so quick to pull out a contract. I see. An advanced technique designed to better break the ice during our first encounter. I don't know about that. Alright, let me introduce myself again. My name is Sion. Welcome to the Wandering Sea, Chaldeans. Leonardo da Vinci, Mosh Curiolite, Zoroni, and... I did not see that animal mentioned in any of our data. I wonder if someone's familiar.
Mind your business.
Yeah. I can sense a modicum of intelligence from it, like an AI that just started learning. Oh well, no problem. Ahem. I already have a pretty good idea of who you guys are. I have not seen what has become of the outside world myself, but I do know what happened to Chaldea on the first day of 2020.
Excuse me.
You haven't...
Sorry.
What?
I see what happened on the first day of 2020, Rona.
I don't know what became of the outside world, but I've seen the Rona. You haven't seen the outside? Does that mean you have no immunity to the atmosphere? Oh no, I'm completely healthy. You have to be in good shape to use memory partition at halfway decent level after all. Bow cuddling! I just meant I do not have the need to go outside. Sorry for the misunderstanding, Mosh. So who's in charge right now? From what information I have, it should be Da Vinci here, but given she has the whole kid thing going on, I assume this is no longer the case? I must have a gap in my information somewhere. Better get that sorted. Ooh, thank you for the follow, Mookie Poke.
Huh. I'm surprised you picked up on that. You look like a girl. And it would seem that you are, in fact, something of a girl. Indeed, the master/amateur mage, the demi-7 girl, and a capable technical advisor are merely my subordinates.
This,
Who am I? Why, you surely need not ask.
Yeah, I figured.
Oh.
And pants check. Some shorts. What was his first line? I'm Chaldea's new director, and the man who will one day resurrect the golden age of the prestigious music estate, Gordoff Music. Oh, Mosh all the way. I see you're surprised that I'm still alive. I know that crest and that uniform. It would seem you truly are a major of the Atlas Institute. That means it should have been absolutely trivial for you to predict the terrible tragedy that befell my Caldia with your fancy parallel thought acceleration. I am keenly aware of how I fell for Konyanska's devious scheme, and so inadvertently allowed the Cryptors to carry out their plan. No doubt I was the first one to be killed off in Atlas's prognostications.
Okay.
I'm so proud of myself I was able to read that. The quickest way to ensure plan success is to take out your opponent's genius commander, after all. Thank you for the hydration. But as you can see, I survived. For no matter how poor the road conditions, how dire the weather, or how far behind I may be, I will never retire before the race is over. You are Gordoff, right? I'm not surprised you're still alive, given your specs. You're not! Your odds were not great, but they were also not zero. I figured you would make it out of there as long as you had solid help and backup. And it was the servant behind you that surprised me. Would you mind telling me your name?
Oh, yes. I do beg your pardon. I was preoccupied with keeping our new director safe, since he insisted on venturing out to see what was going on for himself. I am Sherlock Holmes, Arula. As you are the successor to the Great Atlas Institute, I trust that is all the introduction you need.
Wait, you already know who I am? Even for a famed detective, it seems just a little suspicious that you already know that much about me.
Elementary, my dear Miss Sion. Your middle name, Eltnam, tells me all I need to know. From there, all I need to do is contrast your behavior with our current situation. The answer all but presented, sir.
Yes, you're just quoting from her life, from her file.
No. Don't go giving the game away, Miss Silveroni.
You touched Trihermes? Now I see. This must have been during the Sixth Singularity. I read about that in the report to the Mages Association. So you managed to touch Trihermes directly without losing your mind, huh? Really now? No wonder you're the pinnacle of intelligence among servants. You and I are gonna get along just fine. My boy! Alright, Drew.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm getting...
My boys! Finding Nemo voice.
If I can... Yeah, because as y'all know, I am not...
Just keep swimming. I don't even know what Nemo sounds like.
Let's see, I'm gonna look for a quick clip.
Pretty sure he just has like a generic kid voice.
Yeah.
Dude Dory. Unfortunately, that is the case, Diraxium. They are... Wait, not all of the Nemos are boys? Are you sure? Or are you just pulling my leg?
Oh man, that's a hard one.
Yeah, it's hard once you're past puberty to make that kind of
Exactly. I'm like, oh yeah, no, he sounds like a street child. Like, yeah, okay.
There you go. Deep voice.
As a deep voice.
So, you mean talk like this?
Ooh, kind of sounds like my Robin Hood, but yeah.
Listen, this is not me trying to be depressed. I'm just saying, oh wait, no, I kind of hear it now.
Yeah, you do. Listen, I don't think Robin Hood appears in this chapter, so if you want... His dialogue reveals it, but he won't say who's what. I'll leave it to my imagination then.
Who's Nemo?
No, why would Nemo
So-
be a male emo goth?
So I don't mind talking like this. I want your love, babe.
There you go, you got your Barry White voice.
I don't know. I don't know why it almost sounds like
That almost sounds like it's about to become Johnny Bravo.
It's a mix between like Eeyore, Johnny Bravo, and Barry White. So you're like in the ballpark. Or Elf.
Come on, Sion. All right. You know what? We will say this the good old fashioned way.
Flipping a coin.
Okay, even more.
Poll.
Yes, a poll.
I love Twitch polls.
Let's see, new poll.
But I can't vote in.
Voice question mark. Deep. Very white. Or Nemo.
Cast your votes.
Or Nemo.
Cast your votes now.
Oh shit! I did not. Okay, so I did not put a proper time limit.
Wait, how much is the time limit? It should be 60 seconds.
It should be, right?
It's a little longer than 60 seconds.
Okay, how long is it?
No. Maybe it's about 6. It doesn't give me a time limit. It doesn't show me. It just shows me the bar.
Yeah.
And it's about like a quarter of the way through now. But like, seeing as how deep like Barry White's winning by about, I don't know, 80% of the vote, I think that's gonna win.
I mean, listen, I just want to make it nice and clean. So nice and so clean.
Nemo's making a comeback. 75-25. I wish you could see the poll on my layout. No, it's not. Celine Dion. I feel like we did a Celine Dion voice for somebody once.
Or we tried.
Or we tried and failed horribly, yeah.
Yeah, like, I heard names been thrown in. Cause I'm your lady, and you're my man.
Good luck, Salamander.
Okay, I'm gonna end the poll.
Alright, go for it.
Alright, so Barry White wins. Barry White wins. Come on, Sion. How much time are you going to waste talking? You want me to give this ship a tune-up, right? Hurry up and get the crew off it already. I am not
Kanye.
You got me fucked. And all that power. No. Anyways. Instead of Barry White, it reminds me of Eeyore instead. Listen, you're getting one or the other.
79 people, only 17 voted. So just like real life.
What do I? Whoa! Something went in my throat. Something went in my throat.
Drink that with water. Lube up your throat. What's up, Joker?
I say as I flush it down with alcohol.
Yeah, that too. That also helps.
As I clink up myself. What? Do I have something on my face? You're kind of rude, aren't you?
Joker, the new voices are, Nemo is Barry White, and Sion is generic cute girl voice. Just put generic cute girl voice. I don't know what you mean. Hello, nice to meet you! Wow, all that magical energy. Are you a servant? Does this mean the Wandering Sea is also capable of summoning servants? Yeah, I snuck a peek at Chaldea's system, came up with my own take on it, and somehow managed to summon a single servant. I need someone who can watch my back, and also make sure I would not break it. I mean, I could draw up blueprints all day on my own, but what good is that if no one actually built any of it, right? I'm still amazed that you managed to summon a servant, somewhere besides Chaldea. Hello there, servant from the Wandering Sea. My name is Mosh Kyrielite. May I ask who you are? You don't have to tell me your true name.
I'm no one. I don't have a name. If you have to call me something, just call me nameless.
Emmy over here.
No, everyone get out of here, Sion. Now get everyone out of here, Sion. I can't call everyone else with all these people in the way. This is painful to look at. It's worse than watching coral reefs die. What happened to this ship? I can hear it crying in pain. I need to fix it now, before I go insane.
Bars.
Yeah.
Looks like someone got up on the wrong side of bed today, huh, Captain? Oh well, guess I'm unable to blame you since you're even shyer than me. Shyer? Is that how you spell shyer? S-H-I-E-R?
Wow, I didn't know that was a word.
Wow, you learn something new every day. Does not make any sense.
Captain, is that some sort of joke? Are you mocking me?
What else can I call you? Would you prefer Prince?
Fine. I guess Captain works, since we have more guests now. At least it's better than Prince.
It would seem you added something to the 7th Spirit Origin. Am I correct, Miss Sion?
Yeah, Phantom Spirit. One cannot summon a decent heroic spirit without Masha's shield, you understand. Since I was missing powerful holy relics like that, I had to make do with whatever I could scrounge together to make his spirit origin. But do not ask me to reveal his true name. That is something a servant should choose to do. Once Captain trusts you guys, I'm certain his identity will become clear. Cute, foo-foo! Anyway, right now it's just me and Captain here.
Oh, throw them out there.
What?
Zeke. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just like, Zeke said I should have done a Prince voice. The fuck does a Prince?
I was thinking the same thing, but yeah, I can't. Unless you make everything sing-songy.
The fuck is a Prince voice sound like?
Purple rain, purple rain.
There's no one who sound like a Prince. I'm just some y'all literally just are like sound like a abstract thing that has no sound.
You could sound like Prince with, from Dave Chappelle's skit. From the Prince skit.
Okay, no, there's Prince and then there's a Prince. Oh, okay, you said a Prince, and I was like, what the that doesn't make any fucking sense. Okay. Continue.
Anyway, right now, it is just me and Captain here. Hey, what up, Jose? I promise there is nobody else around, so feel free to bring the rest of the Shadow Borders crew along. Hey, Nocturne. I prepared a room for the staff where they can relax and rest up, but I'm afraid I will have to ask all of you to join me for a little longer. I can imagine how exhausted you must be, and would love to sleep in a proper bed, but that must wait. This is just the entrance, see? Come on, I'll take you to the command room. Oh, I gotta give somebody a 1920s gangster voice, like, yeah, saying yeah. I want to do one of those voices.
The way that you guys just bring up random voices, I'm like, do you
Dolly
guys want
Parton.
do you guys want to give us money so we can hide? Do you want to pay them to then come on stream and is that what you want?
The range. You have to do Dolly Parton, then you have to do Prince, and then you have to do Barry White. Hello. Foo. It's Caldea's command room! Yeah, I see how you can make that mistake, Sobrani, but the mistake it would be. Caldea's command room was actually modeled after this place. This is the masterpiece I have been assembling day and night for the last 3 months, ever since I first came to the Wandering Sea. I call it Spiritron Calculation Engine Trismegistus II. A perfect reproduction of the Trismegistus I lent to Chaldea, and the new brains of your operation. Ah, you don't say. You said you've been assembling it, so that means you brought the necessary materials along with you when you came here. How between the paper moon and all this groundwork you've been laying, you're obviously no ordinary mage. Sion etnam socaris. It looks to me like you know even more about Chaldea than we do. Yeah, a lot of what I know comes before Chaldea really even got off the ground. As you know, the Pseudo-Spiritron calculation engine Tri-Hermes is the heart of the Atlas Institute. My father, the head of Atlas at the time, was supposed to create Tri-Hermes' sister unit, Trismegistus, before its development was handed off to me. I proposed using paper moon-based zero sails as a method for sending people into the past. Well, into singularities anyway. But Chaldea's first director, Marisbury, had a different idea for a more reliable method. His proposal was a process he called ray shifting that involved transmitting physical bodies as spiritrons. It was a more proactive approach, given that it was closer to the Atlas Institute's prognostication. Not exactly the most cautious proposal, all told, but the fact that the mage like him was willing to reveal his most secret arts like that spoke volumes. I mean, I would have gotten out of if word had gotten out that the Atmosphere family, one of the 12 Clock Tower Lords, was sharing technology with Atlas, it would have meant war with the other Lords, leading ultimately to the end of the Atmospheres. Director Marisbury understood the seriousness of the risk, and he chose to act anyway. So the Atlas Institute decided to accept Chaldea's request out of respect for the risk he took. Of course, none of the other Lords ever did figure out what Marisbury was up to, so it ended up not really being a thing. Anyway, you all know what happened next. We provided Chaldea with the Trismegistus, which enabled Chaldea to complete Chaldea's, and the Chaldea Security Organization went on to do what it was intended to. Well, thank you, Ziggy. I'm reading too much. I need some water. I'm certain you all know more about Chaldea's actual exploits than I do, but we were just the ones who gave you the tools to get things rolling.
Indeed. We do know about Chaldea's connection to the Atlas Institute. We do not, however, know about you. How did you survive the reset of the world? And why were you waiting for us here in the Wandering Sea?
Wait, hydration cost went up? Wasn't it always 600? Pretty sure it was always 600. Probably.
Yeah.
I didn't change it, so...
I didn't change it either. What?
Unless because I added the foe that cost 300, and now maybe hydration costs 600? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't...
Can you have multiple things cost... Can you have multiple things cost the same?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe hydrate didn't cost that much. I don't think.
Maybe because I added the foe to cost 300. Oh, we gotta change that later. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Why later when we can do it now?
I don't know. Kiriyama says hydrate was always 600 though. It's a what do you call those? It's
the standard ones.
No, Mandela effect. People think hydration costs different amounts at different times. You have a thing for asking questions you already know the answers to. Huh, Sherlock? Are you obliged to? Will you die otherwise?
Okay. Hydrate, actually, that doesn't cost a lot. That's fine.
I suppose since you're being so meticulous and all, I can go ahead and tell you what you already know. Answer the first. I escaped the reset because I was in the Wandering Sea. The Wandering Sea is like its own little singularity. It's always drifting between the world's textures. That kept it safe even while the world was being wiped clean. Answer the second, I came to the Wandering Sea because I predicted this future. Tri-Hermes collects, organizes, and makes records of a ton of data about Earth, just like Chaldea's. It is like a huge sea of information, all there for the taking. For alchemists like us, it might as well be our own primordial soup. I was just taking a little dip in that sea, without my father knowing, of course, when I ended up arriving at that prediction. In short, I was not sure how, but I knew the world would cease to exist in 2020. It was the biggest dilemma of my life, to say the least. I knew I had to do something, so I told my father about my prediction. But that theater reject excuse for a Great Head of the Atlas told me was, I see humanity ending every day. Don't waste my time with trivialities like this. Besides, you discovered this problem, my darling Sion. Don't you think you should be the one to solve it? And that was when it really hit me just how understaffed the Atlas Institute really was. Every person there had their hands full stopping some version of the end of the world that they had seen. While I'm at it, have a little bonus. Answer the third. The moment I made my decision, I know I'll be going to the Wandering Sea. So I took the parts I was using to make Trismegistus II and used them to build Hermes instead, then knocked on the Wandering Sea's front door. By doing so, I secured a safe haven for both myself and future collaborators. 2 birds, 1 stone. I was certain that no matter how things unfolded, Chaldea was going to get knocked out of commission. It would be too important for our unknown invader. There are pretty much 2 ways the world can end, gradually and suddenly. Usually things would go gradually, progressing in stages until lights go out, so to speak. There are leaders all around the world doing their best to identify these scenarios and keep them at bay. Meanwhile, the sudden types are more like traffic accidents where everything happens all at once. Nothing much one can do, no matter how smart. For that sort of thing, race shifting was all we had to fight back. And what is happening right now with the world bleached white thanks to invaders from outer space is no exception. Thus, anyone meticulous enough to put together a plan like this would never overlook Chaldea, seeing as you were the only ones capable of race shifting. I certainly would not. If I were trying to destroy the Earth, Chaldea would be right at the top of my hit list. In fact, taking it out would be my opening move. Sorry, I should have kept that to myself. So even though I had a base to fight back from, there was still nothing I could do on my own. I mean, I did not know who was attacking or how they would do it. So really the only thing I could do was put my trust in you guys. These invader things saw you as that big of a threat. I was sure you could prove there was a reason for that. I knew you would survive and you would not give up, no matter how bad things got. So knowing that you would fight back, my task got a lot simpler. I would make you a new base, would create a second Chaldea for you, and keep it ready and waiting. That was really the only answer I could come up with at the time. And now, even though you had no idea about any of this, you made it here. That's all I have. Thanks for listening. Whew. So you really believed in us? Aw, stop. How are you gonna make me blush? How about thanks, Sion? This is probably where the last version of me, I would say you should have actually got in contact with us ahead of time, but... Are you crazy? I'm far too shy for that. Besides, if you tell people their future, how you end up changing that future and having to come up with a whole new plan from scratch? Exactly. It would have taken time to recalculate, and we almost certainly did not have anywhere to spare. So I decided this was the best course of action. Okay, that makes sense, but that still doesn't explain some things. I don't like why there are no other mages from the Wandering Sea here. And they avoided the big reset just like you did, alright? So why is it that it's just you and Captain now? Oh, they did not think this blank Earth thing was their problem, just as my father didn't. If anything, they were even worse. They honestly did not care if post-AD humanity lived or not, or died. Right when this whole bleaching thing started and the cryptors were giving their victory speech, they said, "You're the ones who should do something about this cataclysm. we no longer care about what happens to human civilization. We do understand the attackers' ideals, but regardless, we don't share them. Then they just up and left. Before they did, they also said, you may invite the mages of Chaldea here if you wish. Feel free to use the Wandering Sea, but only in specified areas. But take care not to enter our workshop. We can't promise you'll survive the experience. Anyway, this place used to be the Wandering Sea's entrance, so it connects to a workshop devoted to bringing back several different ages of gods. Not that that does us much good now, though, since it has that giant stone gate blocking it.
I see. So Wandering Sea's most prominent figures saw no value in post-AD humanity. No matter, the Wandering Sea's magecraft is magecraft from the Age of Gods. There's no telling how powerful it is.
Yeah, most mages are idiots in the Fateverse.
We must find some way to open the stone gate and get them to help us. Mr. Gordorf?
No, don't be ridiculous, Holmes. You shouldn't be looking at that gate, let alone touching it. Oh god, it's as if the Academy principal is waiting for me just behind this gate. How can this be happening? That single gate feels as though it could shatter several lords at once. I don't know what he's going on about, but he's clearly more terrified than I've ever seen him. Also, it may be best if we leave that gate alone. The last thing we need right now is making more enemies. Our first order of business is to get the shuttle border repaired, as long as we have a working ship, and we can leave the Wandering Sea behind whenever we want. I appreciate the offer, Sion, but I'll handle the border's repairs myself. We don't want to impose on... Hey, Da Vinci! I'm sorry I tried to hide the border like you told me to. They still managed to find me. So much for our last bit of insurance. How did you screw up this time, Manoir? How could they have found the room when I'm the only one who even knew it existed? A bunch of them got on the border, and they were really cute, so before I knew it, I was going over to say hello. Man of culture. Oh wait, no, it's not like that. I couldn't have them fiddling with the border and messing things up, so I decided to give them a piece of my mind.
Straight men are the worst.
It was just a random nerdy voice, but it kind of is drifting into Shaggy. Sorry, you'll have to forgive Captain. Fixing up ships is kind of his thing. Anyway, why not hold off on those repairs until later, Da Vinci? After all, there's something else we need to do. What? Like a welcome party? Oh, we will certainly be doing that. I have tons of questions for you, and tons more I want to tell you. But if we're going to throw a welcoming party, there's still something else that comes first. That's right. What you need is a new base and new rooms. So that's what we're going to make right now. Your new Chaldea base. Base building mode. Woo. Woo. That was a long scene.
Oh my god, yeah, I'm gonna take a break. Even though I hardly did any reading, but still.
Yeah.
Also because this drink. Ooh, it's already started.
I still have enough for one more chapter, I think, in my drink.
I will be back.
Yep.
Talk about yourselves.
Stop flexing my Scotty. Okay, let me take her off the screen. I like Rosh. Atlante. Spartacus. There we go. We'll be safe with... I don't like that swimsuit, though. Let's flex Atlante. There we go. Man, Atlanta's really flat-chested. How's the Minecraft server coming along? Yeah, it's coming. Yo, son! Thanks for the follow. It's coming. When does JP Christmas event start? I don't even know if we're going to get a JP Christmas event, because there's supposed to be another story-related chapter coming out in December. So, I don't know. But they're still doing the Imaginary Scramble event in JP. I'm not insulting her, I like flat chess. Do you even know who you're talking to? It's the clothes. Well, the clothes... clothes must be very uncomfortable if they're squishing her chest that much. Wait, there's 4 chapters? Oh my god, I thought this was the last one. Lost About 6 Christmas event. Lost About 6 is Christmas. 2 more, including this. I mean, we'll definitely get to it because we're only an hour into the stream. We still got 3 hours, baby! Are these chapters, are these next 2 chapters as long as the last chapter was? Because that was a long chapter. Who's on rate up right now? Yes, rip. After the prologue, we'll probably play some JP. There's a imaginary scramble event going on. Pass. Who's on rate up next? Where's the details? Does it tell me who's on rate up after Kentucky? Or can I not scroll? Oh, there we go. MHX. I'm thinking about rolling for Shiki, but I'm not sure. No, I'm not rolling for Kentucky. You're crazy. Orion! Thanks for the host, and welcome! Now I'm properly here. Cheers! Yeah, being flat-chested is really good for archers. Did you not watch, Kaguya-sama? Ishigami has great logic. If I roll for Shiki, I'll stream it, yeah. If I roll for Shiki, I'll stream it. I'm probably gonna roll for Lanling too, like just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Saving for Merlin hurts because I want Musashi, but I can't roll. When is Merlin's next rate up? Hey, it's only been an hour, Orion. Prologue is dumb, stupid long. Summer 4. Oh yeah, Summer 4 for his costume. The Shinomiya group is always watching. If you guys see Kaguya behind me on camera, you have to warn me.
Tadaima.
Welcome back, Drew.
Oh, I say as I'm immediately about to get up because I need alcohol. We can set the chapter though.
Okay, I will. I probably have all the lines again anyway. Okay, I forgot Kaguya does Paimon's voice too. Of course, okay. It's you first.
Right? It was like right back. They said, you know what, Drew hasn't. Yeah.
I'll add that later, alright.
Okay. Won't add too much alcohol to this one. Maybe a little bit more.
I'm not rolling for Liang Yu. I'll probably get her while I'm rolling for Lanling, though.
Right? I'm afraid so. Scotty has been defeated, and her true emptiness is gone, taking the Scandinavian lost belt with it.
Thanks for the hydrate, big anime titties.
Tragically, Ophelia didn't make it either.
Alright, this is where we're really gonna need the document.
Yeah, I was like,
Who voices Hinako? I feel like it was me.
I feel like it was you too.
But I forgot what the voice was. Was it Yoda? No, I don't think it was. She was Yoda. Okay, she was Yoda. Or we can just check the voices list.
I'm trying to like access it. Earlier this year.
Oh no, it was you. No, No, yeah, it was you. You had sexy Scottish librarian.
Sexiest Scottish librarian. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For reminding us of our own.
Yes, much appreciated, Joker. And Sion, thank you for all the gift subs. Cheers. Welcome, Sion. How's it going?
Oh, thank you so much, Sion.
And guys, if you got gifted a sub, make sure you say thank you. And link your Discord to your Twitch so that you can enjoy some awesome benefits.
Yes, please do. Alright. Good. Well, I feel like...
How was the Scottish sexy librarian?
Right? I'm like, how
Scottish,
did I get this voice?
Spare your performance. I can't do a Scottish voice.
Yeah. Spare the performance. Kunyan Saya. Like, I'm just gonna try to do like a Minnesota
Yeah.
accent.
Oh, I think that's what it was. It was you doing a Minnesotan accent.
Yeah. And that's why it sounds Scottish, because tomato. Okay. It makes me detest you even more than Chaldea and Chaldea. Oh my! You saw right through me. How embarrassing! And here I was, going above and beyond to pay my respects to a fallen comrade by turning on the waterworks to go with the lip service. After all, Ophelia was one of my most important clients. That jewel ring mystic eye of hers was a real beauty. Completely wasted on her though. A textbook example of how one can have too much of a good thing. If she'd only agreed to let me have that eye before I got ruined, I would have done everything in my power to help her stay alive. I see. Well then I suppose it wasn't a total loss. Just the thought alone of you in possession of that eye is enough to turn my stomach.
You know she's the main person in this Lost Battle, right? You're gonna have to do this voice a lot.
I look forward to the challenge. My Kuda. I'm surprised to see you grieving over Ophelia's death, given what a misanthrope you are. Is this one of those don't know what you've got till it's gone things? Or are you always secretly fond of her? Not that it is any comfort to her either way. See, the thing about friendships between girls is, they're all about supporting each other, just as long as there is also something in it for them. It doesn't matter how much she might have disliked me, I was at least there for her, once in a while. I should try to help her with her problems, but all you do is sit back and watch. So where do you get off suddenly acting like she was so precious to you? You didn't do anything, so you don't get to say anything. Isn't that a common sense in human society? Maybe you wouldn't have forgotten if you hadn't shut yourself away all this time. How dare you? Wait, no. I know why my voice is really high. How dare you talk to me like that, you dirty little fox? Yeah.
I know who this voice is.
Alright, that's enough, girls. Save it for after we've all been wiped out, okay? Come on, Akuda, honey. You worked so hard to keep your face as emotionless as possible. Don't let all that effort go to waste. I'm surprised to hear you being so straightforward too, Konyanskaya. You usually play your cards much closer to the chest. I guess it just goes to show how much Ophelia's death really hurt the two of you. Oh, wonderful. I love seeing the men trying to act all cool and stuck, pretending like it doesn't bother them.
Look at that smile.
Look at us, sharing our thoughts and feelings about the dearly departed. It's almost like a real funeral. Stop that! I don't have any word of condolence for her. I only came here to report on my lost belt. I've done that, so I'll be leaving now. Pepe, Kristaria, just to be clear, I want nothing at all to do with that fox woman. She's not good for anything but toppling nations. Don't you dare send her to my lost belt, not even by accident. Oh my god, that was hilarious.
Oh no! Not Barrel. Not Barrel, no!
Yes!
Why are you here?
Yes! Yeah, best voice ever.
Wow, oh damn, she really did just she really did just up and leave. Whatever happened to teamwork?
I need to swallow my drink. Okay, now you can.
Danny DeVito. The garbage man. You sure about that, Wodan? Aren't you dead? What the fuck? Konyanska is not the only reason Akuda was pissed. She's furious at the loss of Russia and Scandinavia. If Konyanska hadn't given her an easier target, she probably would have taken her rage out on me. I can almost hear her berating me for being useless, and she'd have every right to. Pertinent image. Oh yeah, no. This is the... you know, now that you mention it, I think somebody ought to too. Why not me? I mean, sure, it's great you made it back here alive after Russia got taken out and all. You're one of us. But here's the question. Why are you still alive, Kadok? It was your servant who wrecked Kadia, right? They ought to hate you more than any of us. I think I had to handle it. I think I can keep it from becoming Jamaican. And here you are, without even a scratch. How the hell does that work? Are they seriously that freaking stupid? Or maybe you were thinking about changing sides. Heh. It's kind of a relief to see you're still a complete asshole, Barrel. If I'd really gone over to Chaldea, I'd still be stuck in the border trying to choke down that nasty prison slop they serve about now. Trust me, they don't have enough resources to keep anyone non-essential around. I'm just a pathetic loser who managed to escape death thanks to sheer dumb luck. At least for now. I see. A loser, huh?
Barrel.
I'm just busting your balls, Kadok. All I really care about is that you're still alive. Gotta say, though, it's a real shame you and Ophelia had such a shitty luck. Then again, maybe it wasn't that so much as Chaldea had good luck. They're certainly not getting by on actual skill. I really can't get my head around that idiot master still being alive. How the hell does a third-rate amateur like that keep walking away unscathed? Here, she's got to be either incredibly lucky or getting carried. I've heard of flattery getting you everywhere, but this is nuts.
Well, don't forget that her defenses are perfect. Mosh is her servant, after all. It only makes sense that a shielder would ensure her master is protected.
Well, so Mosh has been keeping us safe, huh? Now I'm even more jealous, imagining getting to play hero while hiding behind a piece of ass like that. Oh, I like Barrel.
Ugh.
Barrel top tier. He recognized.
Really? Because he's a misogynist piece of shit?
Mosh has a nice ass.
So what? That's not the point.
Maybe not the point for you. It's the
That
point for me.
that doesn't mean you should be talking about her like that. Oh, right, it's me.
Dude, bro.
Yeah, I know, I remember. Yeah. If we take Koyanskaya's report at face value, then I have no choice but to agree. David, what do you think of the Master of Chaldea?
What was David? Was that Miriam?
Yeah, that's a great question. I did not remember him.
I know we voiced him. Fuck, I don't think we have a voice for David.
I don't think we have a voice for David. I don't have a voice for David.
Chat, pick a voice for David. I'll do it, I guess, because you're doing like half the cryptors.
Yeah, I know. All the
Alright, chat, I'm sorry I objectified Mosh.
Yeah.
Was it Cloud? Make him from Boston? I don't know how to do a Boston accent. He was Cloud. What the fuck does Cloud sound like? Good question. It's hard to believe she's made it this far. Oh yeah, he was Cloud. That was me. Alright. It's hard to believe she's made it this far.
Add it to the list.
As a rule, people going off to war
Please.
must bring a proven weapon. Yeah, put Cloud and then in parentheses just put emo. As a rule, people going off to war must bring a proven weapon. This isn't something they do to protect themselves or even to accomplish their mission. They simply do it because they're incapable of moving forward without the assurance that they'll be able to fight. And yet the Master of Chaldea continues to fight, while fully aware she has no weapons to call her own. She either has no sense of danger whatsoever, or nothing. There's no other possible explanation. She's a total joke of a mage. Hell, she doesn't even really deserve to be called a mage.
Hi, Sion.
Night, Sion. See you next time. Cheers. Thanks for the subs. The only thing she knows that she can do is rely on Chaldea's mystic codes to convert her life energy into magical energy for her servants. And since there's no way to do that over a distance, she has to be as close as possible to her servants to manage even that much. She's no way defending herself, and she's too stupid to command her servants from a safe zone like we can. So she's only got one choice. And that's standing on the front lines like a goddamn moron. And trust me, she's trying like hell to keep from pissing herself every time. Alright. Just cycle through everybody's faces.
Koyanskaya, let me make sure I have everything straight. You said Chaldea didn't defeat Ophelia, but rather that she sacrificed her life of her own accord. You also say that in order to stop Surtur, the fiery king of giants, the one hiding the Scandinavian lost belt, before he could trigger Ragnarok, such a long run-on sentence, she used her fierce light and acted not as a cryptor, but simply as Ophelia. Exactly, Lord Castaria. You abandoned her responsibilities as a cryptor.
Ah, damn, really? What a twist! Guess that means your ass got dumped, Wodime. Man, she was so into you too. See, this is why I can't stand chicks. You just can't trust them.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna hate him.
He's cool! He's awesome!
You really just sound like a misogynist pig. Is this really what you're into?
For a character,
Hmm.
So unless I gotta be
No.
friends with him or anything.
Oh, I was gonna say,
He's just a fun character.
not only being into the neck beards. Yeah, okay, Ryan, that's what it's on. I confess, I am disappointed. An overestimation of her ability. Scandinavia was a peaceful lost spell after all. That she could not control even such a place.
Also, I don't want to hear that from Orion and Drew, because you guys stand for Konyanskia, and she's more of a bitch than Beryl is, so...
Yeah, but she's funny. He's just insulting. Oh, that reminds me, Kristaria. I actually have a little question of my own. Yeah, she is also a bitch. Like, no, Konyanskia is also a bitch. Like, she's just funny. He's just like...
He's also funny, the way he just
like,
shits on people. Yeah, he's shitting on people. It's funny.
Not shitting.
He's just shitting on them in a more blunt way than Konyanskia's little
you're saying
objectifying.
You're saying objectifying, being misogynistic the wrong way. You're saying misogynistic the wrong way, but okay. She's being an asshole. He's like saying things that are discriminatory against women, but okay. You knew about... Wait, hold on, let me try to find my voice again. Okay. You knew about Sitter all along, right? And you still trusted Scandinavia to Ophelia. In fact, weren't you the one who told her to keep Sitter around? If so, something doesn't quite add up. Sitter was a natural enemy of Scandinavian lost spell, you know. Does that mean you left him there specifically so he wouldn't destroy it? Is that what the foreign god asked you to do?
Really, Milhouse? Did you post it multiple times? Is that why?
Yes. I did advise Ophelia to keep Sarah around. Given Scotty's nature, though, I thought it to be possible that she may sympathize with Chaldea. I suggested she keeps her around as a sort of insurance against that eventuality. Sadly, it seems that was too much of a burden on her. Even that was too much of a burden on her. That would have turned out better. Ah, now I see. So you were worried Ophelia wouldn't be able to handle it on her own. You always knew what a weakling she was, even as you kept telling her how much you trusted her.
Good girl,
You're a genius one, aren't you, Lord Kucharia? In that place, I'm happy to forget the whole thing ever happened. I'll make sure not to mention this to a foreign god, or the other alter egos, of course. I appreciate your faith in me, Konyanskaya, though I always find it worrying whenever you add in bonuses like that.
Konyanskia, you said you lost track of Chaldea around the North Sea. I suppose they could have escaped with the Zero Sail, but given their lack of resources, I can't imagine they'd be willing to do so for long. In which case, you must have reached the Wandering Sea. How troublesome.
That was the one place the foreign god couldn't touch, or the place the foreign god felt no need to bother with at any rate. And since the mages of the Wandering Sea have no interest in the future of modern mankind, we assumed they wouldn't interfere with our plan. Perhaps our decision was to ignore them was a mistake.
Huh? Not even a foreign god could do anything about them?
Evidently not, since they clearly avoided being erased. The Wandering Sea is an island unto itself, both part of and separate from the rest of the world. You can't take an eraser to something that already doesn't exist. Anyway, this puts us in a pretty pickle. I have no idea how we find them now. How about you, Konyanskaya? You can travel between lost boats at will. Can you track them down? I'm afraid not. I may possess independent manifestation, but I can't sneak into a Wandering Sea without knowing exactly where it is. That makes... Oh. That makes sense. Then I guess we'll just have to forage about Chaldea for now. Focus on our own lost belts, and...
Not happening, Pepperoncino. Between Kadak and Ophelia, they've already taken out 2 of us. We can't ignore this Chaldean remnant any longer. We need to crush them, quickly. Right, Wodheim? There's no reason to keep eyesores like them alive any longer than we have to, is there? Oh, come on, don't tell me you're siding with Pepe on this. You're going to let them get away with this. And then again, I guess you're already pretty much set, aren't you? No one could ever hope to cross that sea of yours after all. All you've got to worry about is which bottle of champagne you're gonna open after you win by default. But for us mere commoners, this is a matter of life and death. Isn't that right, David? How am I supposed to enjoy my manhunts when I know Kadia could stab me in the back at any moment? Come on, Konyanskia. This is your jurisdiction here. There's 3 of you alter egos, so can't you figure out a way to take care of them as part of your job? All great disciples of the fallen god.
Let me think. Rasputin's team is out fighting a group of proper human history servants in the Grecian seas right now. And I don't know what it is that creepy Onmyoji loves about India so much, but he refuses to budge from there, so... I guess I have to handle this one myself, even though it's not in my contract. So you want me to get rid of those pesky Chaldeans for you? Oh, alright.
That's kind of crazy, Millhouse. Did he, does he just love pandas? Just like that, huh? Can you really pull it off? I mean, I thought you just said you couldn't sneak into the Wandering Sea.
Oh, don't worry about that. We pros have our ways. That said, eliminating all of them is going to be one expensive job. I doubt you could afford it. So I trust you won't mind if I take a more cost-effective measure.
Oh, what do you have in mind?
The important thing is to neutralize the threat Chaldea poses, right? Won't be a problem. They only have 1 master to spare, after all. So you just sit tight while I go assassinate her before everyone even notices I'm there.
Dun dun dun. Not common sense.
Right? Also, she's such a baddie.
Oh no, we're not standing for Konyanskia and shitting on bad.
No, you can. Yes, she's a bad person. But she's a baddie though.
How the new Warriors voice? Looks like Konyanskia's wrapped away again. You really think she went to the Wandering Sea?
Considering that neither the foreign god or the disciples have been able to locate it, I have difficulty imagining even Konyanskaya will be able to infiltrate it anytime soon. Though, knowing her as I do, I expect she must have some sort of plan to reach her destination.
Shit, she can actually warp to the Wandering Sea, and I was just screwing with her. Guess it really does never hurt to ask. But also, where can I get that kind of warping juju? Cause hot damn! Anyway, I know she'll make good on her word. I also like her pick of going the assassination route. Guess I'd better make sure I stay on her good side from now on. That way, I know I'll have a ticket out of my lost spot if anything goes to shit.
Why so pessimistic, Beryl? Is your lost belt really that horrid?
Let's just say it's all going to plan, right, Wodheim? Oops,
Right.
I said too much. Time to go. Later, Kadok, you enjoy that Greek nightlife, since you've got nothing to do but live it up. Oh, and save me a few drinks. If I screw up too, we can have a loser's night out on the town.
God, I low-key hope he dies.
He's cool. I hope he survives.
Mm-mm.
Meanwhile, Kadak is here. As if he wasn't treating me like a traitor just a few minutes ago. The worst part is he meant it. Whatever, this meeting's done, so I'm heading out too. Besides, I only just got to this Greek law spell. You said there's a few different polies here, right? I'm gonna check them out while I heal up. I don't know what that is. Is it food? Can I eat that?
Teehee. I'm glad to see Kadak doing so well. He's still as angsty as ever, of course, but he's so much more brazen now than he used to be. It's wonderful. Anyway, I think I'll be going now to Krishtaria, David. This may not be my place to ask, but aren't you two at all sad about Ophelia's death?
Greek city-states. Okay, cool. Good question. Can't say I've spent much time giving Ophelia any real thought from the beginning.
Ooh.
But for what it's worth, I do feel her loss.
I see. Looks like I'll be the only one bringing flowers to her figurative grave then. But that's okay. Flowers are the one thing my lost belt has plenty of. It might not line up with her beliefs, but I can still hold my own little funeral for her. I'll be sure to add some flowers for you too, Krishtaria, since I've not seen you so much as smile since you sat in that chair.
No, Beryl is just a vampire. It just sometimes happens to be a Jamaican vampire. I'm learning to control my Transylvanian.
Your indefatigable positivity. I was like, what? Your indefatigable?
Indefatigable.
Yeah, indefatigable positivity never ceases to impress me. Pepe, I'm lucky to have you around. Milhouse, I know what it means. That was
I
not
got it
the
from
problem.
the context, but yeah.
Yeah, we know.
They could have just said persistent.
I didn't have to take words apart. I just a long ass word. But you needn't concern yourself with me. Losing a Scandinavian law spell is no more than a minor setback.
Sorry, people know words.
That we no longer assert there is a fail-safe if things take a turn for the worse with a strategic loss, however. Still, if there's anything I regret... Ophelia, we only know each other for a few years, but I knew you were a kind and gentle woman at heart. Did you see me as some sort of great figure? I will strive to live up to that. Oh. I will end proper human history in order to write a new one and build new truth in its wake.
God, I hate this fucking dude.
You may try to resist Chaldia, but in the end, it is we critters who will prevail.
I hate him so much. Just as a character, I can't stand him.
Why? I don't understand.
I don't know,
like,
he just rubs me the wrong way.
You're the walking sexist, and you're
well,
at
least the walking sexist is entertaining now. I will fume about him when I get back. I gotta go get another drink. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Be right back.
Come on, Thism. How am I doing? I am pretty tipsy. I'm doing alright. The way that I don't want to read this anymore. Although doing all of that was fine. The room with all the cryptors. Yeah, I know what it's time for. Yeah, wait for this. Play Mothman? I mean, there's no point in me playing Mothman. You guys wouldn't be able to hear it. I don't know why I'm humming that song in particular. Punish all who simp for mommy. Indeed, they should get beaten. Not in the way that they'll like it. Not in the way that they'll like it. Oh my god, did you guys hear the toilet seat from all the way here? Or is that just me, chat? Did y'all hear that? That almost sounded like a toilet seat. I'm gonna ask him if he used the bathroom.
I'm back.
Oh, can I ask a weird question?
What?
Did you just use the bathroom?
Yes.
Told you, chat.
Why?
I heard you put the seat down.
Really? That far? Jeez, my mic is perfect.
I was like, chat, did you hear the toilet seat being put down? And they were like, no. And then I was like, huh. And then you just came back and I asked you.
Ha. Well, no, you always have supersonic hearing, so that doesn't surprise me. Also, I figured out why I hate him. So, he's just so smug. Like, he's so smug in a realistic way. Like, yeah, Beryl is like a misogynist bro dude, whatever, but he's like so over the top and stupid that's kind of like, ha ha ha, whatever. Rodime he just feels very realistically smug, and I hate that about him. Like, I feel like I can run into somebody just like him if I like looked hard enough, you know? Like, I feel like I knew people like him at my school. So.
I don't know. I just feel like I just don't even like
bastard.
recognize. Like I just don't even recognize him. Like I don't.
He just I don't. Way.
I just like I agree that he's like okay, he's the ringleader of this whole shebang, but like that's it.
Yeah, but he's such a dick. Like, all right, it's like he thinks he's so right, but he's clearly just a dick. Like, oh, by the way, Rodime, that girl who likes you, that you were friends with and is working for you, just died. Whatever, it's what it is. But he's like, but I'm on the right side. Like, he's just such a smug asshole doing such evil things. But he's like, but it's all right because I'm doing. It just rubs me the wrong way. I don't know. He gets under my skin. I fucking hate him.
I feel like you'd have some
No, like you don't know people like that who like do constantly shitty stuff but are super smug about it and like whatever. It's right if I do it because I'm the good guy because whatever. You don't know people like that?
You have some. I mean, I do. Like, I mean, it's like, and sure, I kind of get where you're coming from, but it's like he's like a character. So
yeah, like Trump, but not as entertaining.
Like I feel,
but like he's a character, but it's too realistic for me. Like I don't know, it's just like
I said, you have some unresolved stuff from college.
No, not even. Oh, okay, you don't know anybody who's a dick, but does like
I do
super self-righteous shit.
I did.
Okay, and I think that's just a character trait that like but like see, I know dude bros like Barrel who are just idiots, but they're not like they're idiots, but they're not like they don't they're not harmful idiots. They're just idiots. I don't know. Just something about Bodine just rubs me the wrong way. Like, he's a sociopathic idiot. Like, he's just a sociopathic idiot. Oh, look at all the Nemos.
not Nemo number 1, number 2, number 3.
He's too much of a Chad, yeah, sure, if you think that. Barrow can do that, it's fine. As you can see, I did my best to recreate the Chaldea right here in the Wandering Sea. I call it the Wandering Sea Chaldea Base. Go on, everyone, I believe a round of applause is in order. This is amazing, Senpai. I can't believe Sion and Captain built this in just 2 weeks. Ah, indeed, this is quite a contribution to our cause. But then I suppose this is what the Atlas Institute's brightest can do. That is true, Draxian. I say, you there! You didn't forget about my director's office, did you? The one I ordered with a private bathroom?
Wait. Are you the director?
Yes, that's right. I'm the captain of the ship, so to speak. I asked for 3 things. A gorgeous director's office, a stylish operations room, and a German-style kitchen. This command room should suffice for operations, and I already verified that the kitchen is up to snuff. But I haven't seen my director's office anywhere. I presume you took my importance and safety into consideration and made it a secure hidden room. That sort of the initiative goes a long way with me. You will have a lot to look forward to when it comes to your starting salary, now that you're in my employ.
Crap. I used the empty warehouse for that.
We'll see me more. I see, so you use an empty warehouse for my office's entrance, eh? I commend you for arranging such an elaborate disguise. Well, but I must say, passing through a warehouse whenever I need to enter or leave my office sounds like a bother. Tell me, Captain, how would you feel if that were your quarters?
Alright. You convinced me. Anything worth doing is worth doing right. Sion, I'm heading out on another job. I have to make sure everything is perfect.
I guess our first servant summoning with Chaldea Spirit Origin Graph will have to wait then. Sir Roni, Mosh, Sir Gordoff, staff members, and of course the 2 servants, Da Vinci and Sir Holmes. Let me first congratulate you on a job well done with all you have accomplished these past 2 weeks. As you saw when you first got here, the Wandering Sea is not exactly the most accommodating place. But that all changes today. From now on, you'll have your own special private rooms, no more sharing one big communal space. We also have a cafeteria now, which should be serving proper food starting tomorrow. I've been living on supplements and artificial blood for a long time now, so building a cafeteria was a novel experience for me. Now then. Shion's voice is generic cute girl. I think it is time for the first Chaldea Atlas joint security meeting, or joint strategy meeting. But first, do you know what the Atlas Institute is, or would you like a refresher? I'm good, thank you!
May I say something before we begin deliberations, Miss Sion?
Oh god, thank you, Armalite.
Apart from the fact that you are a survivor of the Atlas Institute, we still know very little about you. For example, what is your motive here? Why are you helping us?
Why? I'm not sure I know the answer to that. I mean, when you're faced with a problem, you work to solve it, right? And as far as the particular problem goes, you people of Chaldea are essential to the solution. I thought that was why we decided to join forces and become friends. Wait, does this mean I was the only one who thought that? Of course we're friends! We are? Great, then we can get down to business.
My apologies. I let my cautious nature get the better of me. I should now remember that the Atlas alchemists are not motivated by personal gain. Their sole desire has always been solving problems. I do beg your pardon, Miss Sion. Please rest assured that I am delighted to have gained such a capable ally.
I don't know what I would grade Yang Millhouse, but it would definitely be very high. Probably between B+ and A. She is very good now. After the buff and command codes. Right then, shall we get down to business? I went ahead and skimmed through your logs from the day Caldia was attacked until you ended up here. Oh man, my wrist. December 31st, 2019. Caldia is attacked and frozen solid. That same day, 7 pillars of light were seen down from space, and Kristaria Wodan broadcast his victory speech. Kristaria used to be a master from Team A, the linchpin of Caldia's race shift experiment. But now he refers to the group he belongs to as the Cryptors. Given that Team A was found to be missing during the operation to unfreeze them before Caldia was attacked, we can assume that the Cryptors Kristaria refers to are the other Team A members. And as for all of you, you undertook a zero sail in the Shadow Border to escape the Oprichniki. Although you only spent a week inside of void space, 3 months had passed when you emerged into standard space. To do so, the border had to rely on your sole connection to the standard space at the time, the Oprichniki. This led you to the Russian Lost Belt, a frigid alternate history inhabited by the Yaga. As you attempted to gather more information about your situation, you ended up facing off against Ivan the Terrible, the king of the Russian Lost Belt. Sup, Mark?
Don't you? An Oni stream? Am I not here? What am I? Swiss cheese, Mark? I am. Just Swiss fucking cheese. Keep reading, I'm sorry.
You then managed to cut down the Orochi, the tree of emptiness, that had taken root there. I'm still working on what the trees actually are. But based on the data about its integral gravitational field recorded during that battle, I think we can make an educated guess. Once the tree was cut down, the storm had been generating disappeared, and you were finally able to pick up my broadcast from the Wandering Sea. From there, you decided to make a beeline for the North Sea. Provolone is at the top of the cheese tier list. But on the way, you ran into another obstacle. The Scandinavian Lost Belt, a history stuck in perpetual twilight after Ragnarok went awry. When I first saw you had lost the Paper Moon, I might have maybe screamed a little bit, and it was very unbecoming of an Eltman. So you can imagine my relief when I found out you recovered it. You then went on to face Skahak Skadi, the king of the Scandinavian Lost Belt.
I'm sorry. What is with this preview? This little recap.
It's a recap. And we're able to cut down the tree of emptiness, Sombrero. Wait, was his name Sombrero? For real? I hate it.
I hate it here. I hate it here. Oh my god.
An impressive track record. Thank you, Zeke. After that, a battered and beaten Shadow Border finally arrived at the North Sea and made its way into the Wandering Sea. Whew! And now here we are. Did I get all that right? Do you have logs other than the ones on the border? Yes, that's alright. So you've been inside 2 of the Lost Belts now and experienced their differences from proper human history for yourselves. Those Lost Belts are dead-end timelines that were pruned away by human history itself once they were deemed unworthy of being allowed to continue. For example, the Russian Lost Belt diverged from proper human history in the year AD 1570. And it seems that each Lost Belt appears on Earth has continued from its point of historical divergence on to the present day. However, just because a Lost Belt may have diverged from further back in the past does not necessarily mean it is stronger. A Lost Belt's strength, or threat really, is not so much a matter of its age, but how much it differs from proper human history. The Yaga may have been physically different from mankind, but their lifestyle and culture were still carried over from proper human history. By contrast, the people in Scandinavia may have led peaceful lives, but their society was essentially being kept on life support. So given what we know of these two, I decided to come up with a metric we can use to rank and compare the Lost Belts. I call it their Lost Belt depth. The greater the Lost Belt depth, the more strongly it refutes proper human history. So is Lost Belt depth for the last 2. I went ahead and assigned preliminary Lost Belt depth rankings for all 7 of the Lost Belts. Keep in mind, this game's from Japan. They don't have the country known for sombreros near them, so they probably didn't think it was a weird choice. It's still a weird choice.
That's, yeah.
They have the internet and books.
Where the fuck did I get that name from?
Oh yeah, this makes it nice and clear. You Atlas Institute people really do work fast. As you can see, there are 3 Lost Belts in Europe, 2 in Asia, 1 in South America, and 1 in the middle of the Atlantic. That last Lost Belt is the only place on Earth that still has an ocean from before the world was reset. Wait, cut, scratch that, I forgot about the Wandering Sea. We still have oceans too, obviously. Well, never mind that. Did you say the Atlantic? There can't possibly be a Lost Belt in the middle of the Atlantic. There's never been any inhabitants in the middle of the ocean in all of recorded history. Well, there are now. In fact, that Atlantic Lost Belt is our ultimate objective. That's the one spreading its tree of emptiness branches all throughout Earth's atmosphere. And I have good cause to believe it is where we will find the Crypto's leader, Kristaria Wildheim. Also, hi from Ireland. Hey, cheers!
Hey, oh my god. Any quote-unquote Irish accents we've ever did, we never meant them.
Yeah.
We're not voice actors. We apologize. We're so sorry. Okay.
No worry, we also messed up American accents. We'll probably butcher Bostonian or something.
I'm not a voice actor.
An Atlantic Lost Belt, huh? In that case, there's only one place I can imagine it could be. Do you think it's really possible, Holmes? This sort of thing is your forte, isn't it?
I can't speak with complete certainty. But if what you are thinking is correct, we will certainly have our work cut out for us.
Hi, Mexican Moogle.
Excuse me, Mark, stop lying on my name. Excuse me. For one thing, we have no means of getting there, as the border is simply incapable of making such a long sea voyage. But there's another, more immediate difficulty. Excuse me. Oh my god. Sorry. If there truly is a civilization in the Atlantic, it will be much, much older than any of the 4 great civilizations. Why would he apologize to miss?
What do we do to miss?
It will be existed. It will have existed since prehistoric days, or a both stable world that have had over 12,000 years to develop.
Oh, wait, did I skip something? No.
Nope.
Come now, man! Don't whip out on me now! If this Lost Belt's the greatest immediate threat to us, not to mention Wildheim's home base, it's our duty to take the fight to him. The other Lost Belts can wait. We should be on our way to Atlantic even as we speak. I recommend that course of action as well. Unlike Russia and Scandinavia, the storm walls bordering the lost spots in China and India are not expanding, so there should be no danger in leaving them be for a while. As for the lost spots in Britain and South America, Tris Migas calculates an extremely high probability that they will both self-destruct if left to their own devices. I have been able to gather a proper reading on the British lost spots' depth, but that is just another sign that it is poor fit for this world. I have been unable to confirm what is going on here, but compared to proper human history and the foundation of humanity, it is pretty clear that humanity in there is on the verge of collapse. So it is reasonable to assume that mankind in the British lost spot will go extinct within the span of months rather than years. But I do wonder why the British lost spot is the only one surrounded by a wall of light rather than storms. Oh, we saw that on the border too, and I came to the conclusion that it'd be best to stay away from the British Isles. Last is the South American lost belt. While it appears to have a very high value for its lost belt depth, I can't seem to get any clear information. I can only conclude that its civilization is just about dead and gone. And that in turn means that even among all these bizarre histories, it is exceptional. And thus, not the one that we need to concern ourselves with as far as fighting with the others for dominance. So in short, the next destination is the Atlantic. To that end, we'll be making some extensive modifications on the border, and by we, I mean Da Vinci, with me assisting. However, since it will take us about at least a month to finish, I'd like to invite the rest of you to enjoy a bit of rest and relaxation in the meantime. That goes double for you, Sir Gordoff and Sobroni. Once we got Operation going, you two will be on the front lines, so you should take advantage of the rest while you can. You'll need to get all the rest you can before the final battle in the Atlantic. Don't have to tell me twice! As the commander of this outfit, I hardly expect to be out on the front line, but you're right about me having to be been under considerable stress. Indeed, now would seem to be an excellent time to recuperate. I must say I had heard that every mage in the Atlas City was a cranky old misanthrope, but you turned out to be a most considerate young lady. It would have been the height of rudeness to turn down such a kind offer. Now then, I think I'll begin with a nice hot shower in my wonderful new office. Wah! Things are finally looking up for old Gordoff. We'll have the world saved in no time. Why don't you go rest up too, Senpai? I know I can't wait to see what our new rooms look like. Yeah, let's go check them out! I would like it if Mordred was the ruler in Camelot Singularity. Oh man, I'm kinda jealous. But if anyone deserves some free time, it's those two. Anyway, how about us, Sion? Are we gonna keep going with the meeting? I should have to warn you, even though you might have a hard time modifying the border. Good point. Your designs appear to be all similar to magecraft from the Middle Ages, while mine are based on cutting-edge alchemy. We could well end up having incompatible design philosophies. But never mind that. Truthfully, I am much more interested in that exoskeleton I think you called Orinau. Masha's own spirit origin tuning is perfect, but the Orinau still has a long way to go. Imagine it's pretty difficult for Mosh to fight in that. Am I wrong? Hey, www failure, thank you for the follow. Oh well, yeah, I had to build a lot of the Orinau from spare parts from the border that I just had lying around, so of course it's not perfect. So what did you want to mess with? You know there's no way to restore her old defensive powers, right? Of course, we could not possibly recreate Galahad's gift with Earth as it is now. So instead, I was hoping you might let me tinker with the bunker bolt mechanism. I mean, it does not have the right to be this second, but I have something in particular I'd like to add to it before we get to the Atlantic. Before I got pulled onto this Transmystigus development, I was working on the conceptual weapon related to the one's natural longevity. That was a lot of reading. And the reading continues.
I hate this. Oh my god. Oh,
You're not even reading.
I know, no, because my head's starting to hurt.
It's just like Claudia back home. Foo! The sexiest I think Masha's second swimsuit is the fact that it's tied to her second. No, it's not. It's still tied to her first. Sometimes they give her the second skill set in events and missions, but if you were to use it for farming or something, it's her first skill set. I know. Some of the details are a little different, but it's still an amazing recreation of Claudia's rooms. Sion and Captain really outdid themselves. Why don't you go check out your own room, Mosh? Oh yes, good idea. I was so happy I forgot about all of that. For real, Millhouse. For reals. I'll go take a look at that room they gave me right now. We're all done with work for today, so there's no reason not to relax and enjoy ourselves now. Good night, Senpai. I'll see you tomorrow morning for breakfast in the new cafeteria. But yeah, no, they, like for the event at JP, her swimsuit has the second skill set, but if you were to use it just for farming or in a event quest or something, or in a challenge quest or something, it would be the first skill set. I didn't realize how late it was. Yeah, for real. No TV, no internet, no toilet, no PS5. It's like prison. Crap! I'm already awake. Come to think of it, I didn't have any dinner. Paul's still fast asleep. Yeah, but the TV doesn't have a PS5, so it doesn't even matter.
Also, guys, before you keep going, it's fine that you guys are like theory crafting on like what's happening, but do so without spoilers.
Yeah, keep it to.
I think I saw something that was like a spoiler for me as someone who doesn't follow JP. So I'm like, oh, that kind of sucks that I know that happened now because you guys said it. So let's not do that. Thanks.
Yes. Spoiler free is the way to be.
Continue.
I can't believe this. The nerve of that Atlas troll. Not only did he not have my director's office ready, he had the gall to tell me to use the sleeping bag at the dock until it was done. Some captain he is. No doubt he's some pirate scum of a heroic spirit. He thinks he could treat me like that. This won't do. I can't lose my temper like this. Get a hold of yourself. Be elegant. Breathe from the diaphragm. Just like Tool taught you. Captain may try to hide it, but his dignity is unmistakable. No pirate could fake that. Now then, who could he really be? I can't tell. If only I could ask him myself, man. But I can't do that. Commander must maintain a certain dignity. Why can't he just accept that we're allies and tell us his true name already? Well, I'd better make myself comfortable since I'll be spending the night here again. Manoa, Kawada, Octavia, Tomlin, Chin, Cayenne, Elron, Marcus. Kyrielite, Sobroni. I see I had no problem remembering to make rooms for all my staff. Although they may have their cushy beds, but there's one thing I've got that they don't. Midnight snack time! Now then, I think I'll go break in the new kitchen. Mills with the bits, thank you. Make direction on mod, he'll clean us up and whip us into respectable weebs. I will take that under consideration. Drew's already answered, never mind. Oh, is that fucking shortcake? Do you often raid the kitchen like this, director? I'm not raiding anything. I'm merely having my midnight tea time. Look at his spoon. He has like a spork. He has like a kid spork. It's cute.
That is really cute. What are you, like 5?
You're sharper than you look, aren't you? I never imagined. Well, it's funny.
borrow that from my nephew.
It's funny because like we make fun of kids for using stuff like that, but it's actually easier to eat with stuff like that. We should be using those. It's easier to eat.
I'm a grown adult, so it's not.
All right, but putting social norms aside,
okay,
that is objectively a better, more advanced tool for eating than a fork.
Mean, I guess for me, because it's totally like not
chopstick gang rise up. No, fuck chopsticks.
It's like whatever I need with a fork, whatever a fork can do, a spoon can do, and whatever a spoon can't do, a fork can do.
And then you have a spork that does both.
Okay, but that's only if you're not like smart enough to like know how to.
It's just better. It's just better. It's objectively better. it's a more finely crafted tool.
Okay.
You're sharper than you look, aren't you? I never imagined anyone besides me would try to get a jump on the kitchen. Just use your hand. Well, then you get cake all over your hand. So I do commend your taste. I presume you are lured here by the sweet scent of butter. Not the sweet scent of butter. Very well then. I already have my fill. Here, you can have the other half. Just some leftover tea as well if you want it. That'd be great, thank you. Tea time with Gordoff. By the way, is everything alright with you? And with that demi-servant girl, for that matter? Never mind. I can see you as woken up in the middle of the night, despite being utterly exhausted. That can only mean you've been unable to relax your mind amid all that's happened. I can hardly blame you. This must have been an arduous journey for a young lady with no military experience. Once you had some cake and a nice hot cup of tea, you should have no trouble drifting right off. Go back to your room once you finish that, and you'll see how right I am. Of course, I trust that you'll join me in pretending none of this happened tomorrow morning. Now that you've eaten the other half of the cake I found here, that makes you my accomplice after all. Yeah, this is Gordoff's Bond 10 scene.
Yeah, this is the Gordoff's route.
Yeah, we're going the Gordoff route right now. Let's try. I actually really like Gordoff. I liked Gordoff in Apocrypha. I actually thought he was one of the better characters because he's just a fun character. Like, he's a character you start out hating, but then he ends up being like admirable and has like really cool qualities. So I like how it turns that trait on its on its head.
Yeah, it just for me it was just annoying that we had to start from like
yeah,
you know, the beginning all over again.
Yeah, you have to start from whiny idiot, useless dude who you think is gonna die, but he kind of just turns out to be kind of chill in his own way.
Oh, he gets better over time, like wine. Except the wine is literally shit first.
Yeah. What do you mean by that? Yeah, his dad in Apocrypha.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That was his dad?
Mm-hmm.
So his... Oh, that was Gord...
Or Gordick, right. Whatever his name was.
Oh, so they were both idiots. Oh, they were just basically...
So was the homunculus that his dad saved. Oh, cool! That's actually very interesting.
So, did Gordick die?
I'm assuming so.
I guess so.
Exactly what I said, of course. I found this cake here with a note that said, "For Saroni." Hey, don't bother making excuses. Your friends baked as a part of a master welcome party they'll be throwing tomorrow morning, didn't they? Some nerve you lot have, throwing a party and not inviting me. I admit I was pretty steamed when I saw this cake with your name on it, but I calmed down quickly and decided to do the kind thing and taste it for you. Before I knew it, I'd eaten half of the thing. In fact, I was just approaching appreciating how delightfully sweet its cream was when you found me.
Wait, what? Say that sentence one more time?
I was appreciating how delightfully sweet its cream was when you found me. Don't read too much into that sentence, Drew.
No. Too late.
Now then, are you all finished? Ah, good. This makes us partners in crime.
Oh no. Not a POV hentai with Gordolf and Gurako giving head.
No.
Yep, it happens. It's there. Think about it. Think about
I'm
it.
not thinking about it.
Think about it. Continue. Sorry.
Director, you look kind of pale. Wow. Hold on. You mean you don't know about this cake? Then who made it? And more importantly, is it just me or are we both looking off color? I can't help but notice I'm feeling rather cold and dizzy all of a sudden.
Oh.
Well, I'll rip you. Oh shit, was the cake poison? Warning, warning, unauthorized life form detected. Civilian personnel, please remain in your rooms. Security team, please suit up and come to the command room. Ran, unauthorized life form. We got an intruder here. What the?
Get back before you get hurt. There's a really nasty woman over there.
Ah, Captain! Who is it?
Well, this is an unpleasant surprise. I never thought a grown man would stoop to stealing food meant for a child. Excuse me. In fact, you shocked me so much that I lost control of my present concealment. See, the one thing you excel at is getting in the other people's way. Wouldn't you agree, Your Excellency?
Tamamo Vichkonyansya! Impossible! How did you get into Wandering Sea? Hold up! Run that name by me again!
Right. Trade secret. This is a special trick I'm afraid I could do only once.
Yes.
I can only do once.
Milhouse, his Nemo's voice is Barry White.
And now, you've gone and ruined it, Your Excellency. There was only enough poison in that cake for one person. Half a portion means half the effect. I can't believe I planned to poison her without leaving behind any evidence has backfired so spectacularly.
Poison! Poison! Don't be absurd. I gave it a thorough taste test to ensure it was safe. Between the buttery scent and the buttery taste and the creamy light texture, it was the perfect gourmet cake. If it had truly been poisoned, it would have spit it out in the first bite.
This scene is so long, I literally have to pee. It's getting there. It's getting to the point where I might have to. No, not me getting a paper cut. God damn.
Oh no! Blow on it.
Oh no! It happened. I'm pretty sure it happened like hours ago, but I didn't feel it because I was drunk. Like I knew when it I knew the moment it happened.
You are a superhuman. I see.
It was a paper plate. I was like, "Ow!" I know this is probably gonna turn into a cut, but whatever. I think it was a light one though, compared to most paper cuts.
I hope so. Paper cuts are the worst. I'd rather be stabbed.
Sure. Have you ever been stabbed?
I like smaller objects that didn't on my like fingertips and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. I've accounted for that, of course. I made sure to just use enough that not even a maid would notice. I went to the trouble of mixing it into a delectable cake instead of plain old water, just to be doubly certain. Good night, Kiram.
Later, Kiram. Thank you for stopping by. That is a relevant image.
Well, what's done is done. And since it looks like everyone else is on their way here now, I think I'll take my leave before things turn violent.
Thanks for the host, Mersha.
I'm sure you'll have no trouble figuring out what the poison was with Shock and Da Vinci here, but that's all you'll all be able to do. If you want to actually neutralize the poison, well, you have no choice but to fight your little friends to death again. And that should be quite entertaining in its own right.
What's up, Salamander? Ah, damn it, she's warping away. What are you waiting for, you fool? Hurry up and catch her before she...
Oh, right, that's me. Okay, so... I'm gonna be right back, because I may or may not have spilled water on my computer.
Oh.
It's not as bad as you think.
Okay.
It's a little bit. But enough that I think I need to wipe it off.
Yes, go get yourself a rag or paper towel.
Yes, I'll be right back.
Salt water. Alright, I don't get the logic behind making it a cake. Like, why did she make a whole ass cake? Like, no one really eats a whole cake by themselves. So, like, wouldn't it have made more sense to just make it like a poisoned slice of cake or something? Like, why a whole cake? I feel like that's a flaw in her scheme from the onset. To hide the taste of the poison. I mean, yeah, but like, oh, was it just a slice and then they cut the slice in half? Okay, never mind then. Makes sense. I thought it was like literally a whole fucking cake. Like, not just a slither of cake. Cake is a midnight snack. Listen, I've had worse. I've had worse midnight snacks. As someone who eats late because they drink a lot, I can attest to this feeling. Your mini baby cakes that are the size of a slice. Okay. Like, I get trying to hide the taste, but it's like, I don't know. At a certain point, it just becomes impractical.
Okay, we're fine, everything's great, Okay. I probably should wipe it off the... No, it's water, it'll dry eventually. Off the floor.
It's no use. She's already gone. Never mind her now. We need to get you to the infirmary. Sion, we've got an emergency. Take the Vinci and meet us inside the border. I'll do my best to cleanse the poison from them in the meantime.
That's a great question, Salamander. I'll answer that after the scene. Because that's going to involve a deep conversation. I'm back! Senpai, are you okay? What did the test say?
Calm yourself, Miss Kirielite. I'll get to that. It's been half a day since Koyanskaya infiltrated our new base. We've done everything we can to treat Doverny and Mr. Goldorf. Currently, Mr. Goldorf has at most 10 days left to live.
He said it nonchalantly.
As for Silveroni, it is rather difficult for me to say, but... difficult as this is to say, she is essentially fine. The poison remains in her system, but it will have no more effect than a bad cold.
A cold, even though it's fatal for direct cold. Well, that can't be right. We both ingested the same amount of poison.
Yes, but thanks to her contractor, Miss Kirielite, Miss Silveroni has a rather potent resistance to poison.
Yeah, what a noob tactic.
If that contract were to be broken, she would most likely be dead in an hour.
Thanks, Mosh, you saved me again! Well, of course, I'm honored to be helpful, but... Don't we still have to do something about the director? Wow, damn straight you do! What are you waiting for? I know you can figure out an antidote. They say genius recognizes genius, right? And you two are the greatest geniuses in human history. Then put all that genius to work and help me already.
I'm terribly sorry, but for once, there's nothing we can do. We analyzed Koyanskaya's poison, and I'm afraid she's chosen some, frankly, troublesome ingredient. Its base sequence does not exist on Earth in 2020. As such, there's no way for humanity in this current state to reproduce it. Which also means it's impossible to formulate an antidote.
Its base sequence doesn't exist on Earth in 2020. So this Trismegistus 2 is telling us, yes. We did determine the poison they ingested is some sort of natural substance. We have had no success determining what planet it was extracted from. All we know is its name, Shan Shui Ming Mai, or Immortal Decline, and the fact that it was used a number of times in the past. I can tell you that its name is likely of Taoist origin, considering all its references to immortality, and that the plant comes from its medicinal, but unfortunately that's all. This is awful! This can't be happening. Then my chances for receiving an antidote are 0! Oh, not to worry. That's what you got me for. We may not be able to reproduce the poison just yet, but since we know of its Taoist origin, it most likely comes from China, so our next step is clear. Just because it's gone in the modern era, that doesn't mean we're out of options. After all, we've got a whole different China we know nothing about, just waiting to be explored. Our China followed a completely different path than one in the proper human history. So I'm absolutely completely certain we'll find an antidote to that poison in the Chinese lost belt. Even if we don't, we can learn what it's made from by studying the local ley lines. As the luck would have it, I have just managed to summon the perfect guide for us. Now come on in. This is a momentous occasion, the very first helper we summoned with Kalya's support origin graph. Faster than the wind, cuter than fire, the Lotus Spirit's charms even melted the heart of Tai Yi Zhenran. Oh, that's alright, it's the artificial Baobei made in... Jesus Christ. In ancient China, the Marshal of the Central Altar, a crown the Prince and Neza.
Da Vinci, that intro is wasted on me. It's embarrassing. But I am honored to be the first resummoned. Ni hao, happy day. So, Varney, Mosh, I have heard what happened. You did so well surviving that. I will help you. From now on, I will work 3 times harder to make up for lost time.
Oh yeah, get ready for it, AUO. It's gonna hurt a lot. Thank you, Nessa! Wow, that's wonderful, Da Vinci. You beautiful goddess. I knew glasses suited you. Then you'll go to Chinese Lost Belt to save me? Fantastic! The Atlantic Lost Belt can wait. Besides, we need to deal with all the cryptors sooner or later. Prepare to go immediately, everyone. We're invading the Chinese Lost Belt to take back proper human history. ... Now, I understand how you feel, Master Senpai, but Director Gordolf's life is at stake. We have to deal with all of the Lost Belts, no matter what may be waiting for us in them. After all, we're not wanderers. We have our own world with our own history. I know. Alright, I understand, and I have no objections. This should be a good learning experience. Besides, you're all still technically poisoned yourself, Sobroni. Just because it is not affecting you right now does not necessarily mean it won't later on. We really should neutralize it. Wow, wonderful! This is tremendously promising! What are we waiting for? Let's get the border ready to... And not so fast. There's still something else we need to clear up first. How did Konyanska enter the Wandering Sea? We need to understand that so that we know it can't happen again. It shouldn't be impossible to warp into the Wandering Sea from outside, since it's possible to see its coordinates are always changing. And yet she popped inside it like it was nothing. Which means...
There must have been something she's able to use as an anchor. Just to clear up any doubts, Miss Sion, I don't suppose Koyanskaya was originally from the Wandering Sea. Or perhaps she had visited there at least once before?
No chance. This was definitely her first time here.
Then that only leaves one possibility. One of us summoned her. Rather, most precisely, one of us possesses something with some connection to her.
Something connected to her? What do you think it could be? For this, I doubt it's anything related to magecraft. Could be as simple as a pair of gloves or a hairbrush. Whatever it is, I'm guessing it's something small that contains a fragment of a Konyanska herself. Director Goldhoff? Is something wrong? Oh no, he has her panties.
I'm so sorry, Your Excellency. I appreciate your kindness, really. But I've been hurt too many times in the past. I just can't bring myself to trust anyone else again. Even though I really want to.
Oh no, he's a simp. Yeah, of course, I understand completely, darling. Rest assured, I'm a patient man. I can wait as long as I must to melt the ice around your heart. In the meantime, you may use my connections as you see fit.
Not the scammer.
I'm not known as Music the Phoenix for nothing. After all, my passion is as hot and sultry as my namesake. I swear to you that one day my undying love will find the perfect mink coat to warm your frozen heart. Why aren't you saying anything?
Forgive me, Your Excellency. I was just so touched by what you said. Here, Your Excellency, I want you to have this lipstick. Pretend it's me. Give it close to your heart where no one can ever see it.
Thank you for the hydrate.
This bitch. Did he really keep the lip? Yeah.
Lipstick.
I know how awful I can be, so I'm afraid I may end up disappointing you over and over and over.
Over and over.
Damn.
I don't know why that's fucking hilarious.
But please. Okay. But please remember this. If you sort of hold on to that lipstick forever and ever, I promise you that one day I will return to you, no matter what fate may have in store.
I mean, she kept her promise.
Pixel, you wanna know a true scammer? She is this bitch right here is this flight attendant looking asshole. I mean, no, and she, yeah, you get it.
Sorry,
yeah,
I wouldn't simp for
literally, Pixel, your people in every shape of the way. She's like a flight attendant. Other things. Continue.
I wouldn't simp for her only because I'm not a fan of the flight attendant look or the glasses. So she just happens to be doing both things that are not up my alley. Yeah, of course, I'll remember. I have faith in you, Konyanska. I always will.
Yeah,
I would simp for her in her Chinese outfit, though. Fool? Is that fucking lipstick? Why, you stupid thing!
Of course you love her, Pixel. She is a bitch, so I expect nothing less from you.
So it turns out that was actually Gordy's fault. What a sad story.
At any rate, that's one problem taken care of. We finished investigating the base It removed all traces of Kanyanskaya or anything she left behind. She'll no longer have any. We should no longer have to worry about unexpected visits from her in the future. Correct, Miss Sion?
Oh, Holmes's class is ruler. Yeah, she had one shot at taking you out, and she blew it. I would venture a guess that she's none too pleased right now, but you know what they say, what goes around comes around. I don't have time to feel sorry for myself. Holmes, Da Vinci! As I was saying, we need to leave for the Chinese lost spot immediately. I trust the border is ready. We only have 10 days to find this plant, and we can't waste a single minute. Come to think of it, are you sure we'll make it in time? I'm not really done for, am I? I'm gonna go, guys. Thanks for a fun stream. Catch you guys. Alright, Zeke, thanks for stopping by. See you next time.
Good night.
Peace. Oh, don't worry. I have a thought about that too. I just need to run it by Sion. Oh, Sion, you designed the paper moon. Do you think it'd be possible to zero sail from here all the way to the Chinese Lost Belt border? Especially since I'm guessing Captain there is actually...
Sure, Da Vinci. I can't stand having other people share my secrets.
Of course, I'll keep my mouth shut. As long as you help us out, that's all that matters. In my estimation, a zero sail should let us jump from the Wandering Sea straight to China. We'd still have to worry about getting inside from there, of course, but I figure the actual trip to the Lost Belts would take less than a day. What do you think, Sion? Am I totally off base? Nope, all sounds right to me, Da Vinci. No wonder you're Chaldea's, or rather, humanity's guardian. I would have suggested the same thing, you were just quicker about it. The Atlas Institute will be glad to get you to the Chinese Lost Belt. Right, Captain?
I'm not part of the Atlas Institute, but I suppose I can help. I have you to the Chinese Lost Belt in less than half a day. After that, it's all up to you guys. So, Bernie.
Right! Foo-foo! Guess we all agree then. Okay, everyone, get ready to head out. Estimate you should have room in the border to fit supplies for about 15 days. I'll open up the Wandering Seas dock in an hour, so please, make sure you're all set by then. Your next destination is the Chinese Lost Belt. Your objective is to obtain some Shan Shui Ming Mai investigate... Wait, what the fuck? Is to obtain some Shang Shui Ming Mai, investigate the Lost Belt, and completely cure your poisoned personnel. And for the bonus round, you can defeat the Lost Belt's king, cut down the Tree of Emptiness, and take out the Cryptor. Yeah, I pronounced it wrong, go figure. I know you're working against the clocks as well as any hostiles you encounter, but try to stay calm. At this point, any differences the Atlas Institute or the Wandering Sea may have had no longer matter. From this point on, I hereby dub the Wandering Sea Chaldea number 2, Novum Chaldea. As Chiz Megastus 2's caretaker, I will do everything I can to support you. Something wrong. God damn it. Alright then. It is time to get this operation. This order to explore and decipher Lost Belt 3 underway. Good luck with everything, and I'll see you all when you get back.